Welcome, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order, please. All rise and say the pledge with me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first order of business will be the election of officers for 2024. Do I have a nomination for president?
I'll nominate Dale.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Deal. Take it back.
Okay. Is there any nominations for vice president?
I'll nominate Bill Munson.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Okay. As far as board officers go, I guess that's all we have to do there. Unless we need to approve a secretary.
No.
Okay. On our agenda today, we have our minutes of the December 19 meeting. Is there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve the minutes of our December 19 meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
First up is the Matt Sherck from the Health Department is here with a 144 request. Hi, Matt.
Hi. I emailed you and forwarded to you 2 requests for 144s. They are not new hires. These are just new titles. Missy Cavanaugh has been our school liaison nurse, and we would like to move her into the public health nurse position, which has been empty for a few weeks. It was formerly filled, but I think Missy would be a great fit for the position. She's actually been doing quite a bit of the requirements, along with splitting up the tasks with Kelly in our office here for the last few weeks. So that's the first 144. The second 144 is for Gail Markham. She has been doing our testing for COVID. The COVID testing is kind of going away. We'd like to be able to keep her on and move her into the school liaison position that Kelly, or not Kelly, I'm sorry, Missy is vacating. That position has been a full-time position, but at this time, I'm just looking to keep it as a part-time position. For the first 6 months of the year, it will be paid from the grant. The school liaison grant still continues, so it will be paid through the grant. And then in August, it transitions to the governor's public health loans. So.
Okay, I was wondering about that. So the grant expires mid-year.
Right.
Okay. All right.
These are copies of that. But like I said, that money doesn't go away. It's just transitioned into the governor's money. So the governor's public health money. So this year, the governor's money is less than we'll be getting in 2025.
I guess we should consider ourselves lucky that Missy is willing to do that, because she knows her way around it.
Yes.
And what's your pleasure?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we move Missy Cavanaugh from the current position of the school liaison to the public health nurse. And then Gail, you want us to go ahead and do them together here? Gail, move Gail from the school liaison to the position.
From the COVID testing to
From
the school.
COVID testing to the school liaison. That's correct. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion by Tracy, second by Dale, to approve the 144 request for Missy Cavanaugh and Gail Markham in new positions. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, James.
All right. Thank you very much.
Anything else?
That's all I had on the agenda for you guys today. I know business schedule, so I appreciate it.
While you're here, do you have anything to report on the level of COVID testing or anything like that these days? I know that a lot of people are sick right now.
Yeah, there's been a lot of skunk viral issues going around, and there's also quite a bit of COVID going around. So there's more than just COVID going around. A lot of people need to take precautions. It's still the same recommendations as always. Wash your hands, take protection, don't go out when you're sick. That way, if the health department like to suggest or refer to people. But COVID is not going away, and we still are doing COVID vaccines at the health department. We have the new virulent strains, so we can give tests. We can give the vaccines for anybody that wants to give the COVID vaccine for the newer strains. So I still would suggest to definitely anybody that's susceptible or to come in and get the vaccine. So we can still do flu shots as well. So flu shots are available. COVID vaccines are available. We're also doing some other vaccines. If people have other vaccines or anything they want to do, they can call us and we'll work with them on doing it.
Good. I hope all the right people gets that message.
Yep. All right. So, but any kind of service anybody needs, that's what we're here for. So give us a call.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Okay, next up is Auditor Jane Downard with a 144 request.
Mine is also not due to the county employee. I'd like to take Hannah Glover. She's been working here for a couple of years on the maintenance staff, janitorial staff, but I have a vacancy for a property tax deputy, and she has agreed to take that. She's part-time now. She's agreed to take that full-time position.
Okay.
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve the 144 request for the auditor's office for the vacancy, to fill the vacancy in the property tax deputy position by Hannah Glover. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. 3 ayes, Jane. Okay. I don't see Dave Ryckman. Let's start with the highway department. Jay Havlin. Jay, have you got anything?
I don't really have anything unless you have some questions for me.
Okay, I don't. Anybody have anything for Jay? Okay. IT Director Michael King. Michael, do you have anything today?
Just have 2 quick things. I've got 2 phone contracts that I just need to get signed after the meeting for Metronet, where jail's adding a phone, and we got a phone to be added for drug court for the new officer. So Metronet can add those 2 seats to our phones, just to add the 2 new phones.
Okay.
The one at the jail is for the IRAX people that are doing the IRAX program, whatever that is. You have to ask exactly what that actually is, because I have no idea.
All right. Well, you're going to be around, aren't you?
Yeah, I just need to get that signed because I can't sign the contract myself, so it's just, they have to have that paperwork signed to add those phones.
Okay.
So, that's it. Anything for me?
I guess not. EMA Director Wade Walling. Wade, do you have anything to report today?
Yeah, just briefly, I'll let you know that January 4th is when it's planned to install the siren again, and I'll push out information through the paper and through social media. And then my appointment expired December 31st, midnight, so I didn't know if...
Yeah, we got a list here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll sit back down, because that's all I have.
Yeah, I don't think you had to worry about that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sheriff Jones, do you have anything?
Yeah, just a couple things. Like Michael said, the IRAX team, it started December 1st, 2nd, something like that. In full swing, all the inmates have been seen. So far, I mean, we're only a month into it, but anybody that's been released has not came back to jail, which is kind of odd for us, so pretty happy about that. We got 3 team members inside our jail working with the inmates, and there's 1 that goes out and she's taking people to get their birth certificate, driver's license, helping them find housing, employment. So it's going pretty good so far. We're pretty happy with that. Also, Jeff Ryckman has 2 vehicles. We got budgeted for vehicles next year, or this year, I guess. He's got 2023s. I think he said the price was $37,800 something. If we go with 2024s, it's going to be $5,000 or $6,000 more. So he ordered these trucks last year. They just showed up in December. He's got 3 of them. We got budgeted for 2, so I just need permission to move forward with that.
How badly do you need them?
Pretty bad. We've got three vehicles that are up around 140,000 miles. If we can get these 2, then we're going to move another vehicle to the road. That'll put everybody on the road, actual patrol, with a truck with less than 60,000 miles. So that'll really help out. And then Detective Division and me and Chad will stick with the older vehicles. But yeah, if we fall out of the rotation and get 2 every year, it usually, if we skip a year, it's a struggle.
The reason I ask is I know that the county's general fund has got its own problems this year, so.
Like he said, if we don't get them this year, we're going to have to get 2024s eventually, and the price is quite a bit more. I mean, I remember the days of getting these trucks for $26,000. Now we're looking at 37. This was just a few years ago. So we can only imagine what it's going to be in about 3 or 4 more years. So if we can get in good shape this year and have some vehicles with low mileage, it'd be a benefit for all of us, I think.
Roughly how many miles does a road deputy put on one?
If they're out doing, our younger guys, they're probably putting 20 to 30,000 miles a year. And they put a lot of miles on them. So
20 to 30,000 a year.
yeah.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve the sheriff's request to purchase 2 vehicles for the sheriff's department. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. All right, there you go, Sheriff.
Thank you. Anything else? Any questions?
Now, this new program you're a month into, this change you've seen, do you say that's unusual?
It is unusual, especially this time of year. We've got a lot of people that, some people come to jail just to get out of the cold, but we haven't had anybody come back. And I think out of the 120 inmates we have, I think there's only 3 that said they don't want to participate. And they think they'll get them eventually. It's 100% participation.
Do you credit this program for that sudden change?
It's early into it, but again, the last year's stats from the other 5 counties that have this, they dropped the recidivism rate by quite a bit. So I'm optimistic.
Okay, well, let's hope that's the new trend.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, like I said, 120 inmates. We're low right now. So does this have something to do with it? I don't know. Again, we're early into it, but I'm optimistic that it's going to help.
Was this for 2 years?
1 year.
Okay.
The grant's for 1 year.
Okay.
And then we have to reapply. And they seem to think, they said that we would have to come up with 1/3 of the money, but they're thinking that the program's going so good in the other counties that the state's going to come up with the money to refund it. That's what they're telling me, at least. So.
Yeah, because it was from the Department of Justice, wasn't it? This grant, wasn't it?
The MHA, mental health, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Well, that's encouraging.
It is encouraging. Yeah, if we can keep people out of jail, that's always encouraging.
Yeah. Well, I hope you can come back next month and tell us the same thing.
Nobody's came back again, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I forgot to mention, but we applied for the JAG grant last year. Jolisa did that. We partnered with the city, and we've been approved to, I think we're getting 15 mobile radios. So that'll put a mobile radio in every car. Right now, we don't have any. So if you get down southern Indiana or southern Connersville, Fayette County, you can't get out. Hopefully the 800s mobiles will help us. There's still going to be some dead spots, I think, but this is really going to help us get out in places that we normally can't. So we got approved for that, and the city also got approved for their mobiles also.
That's good.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Surveyor Bill Mackey, Bill, do you have anything
No,
today? Okay. County Attorney, do you have anything for us today?
I do not.
Anyone have any mail they need to share? Do you have anything under old business you need to share? Okay, we do have some items on for new business, but before I get to that, I'll call on EDG Director Dan Parker. He has a brief report to give today.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Just a short look back on 23, some of the highlights. And I don't know if I think you're all aware that Economic Development Group is tied to the hip with the Urban Enterprise Association. We do a lot of the financials, a lot of the running, and we're highly involved with it. And I just wanted to let you know it is a great organization. The board is very forward thinking, and last year in 23, the Urban Enterprise Association granted 5 residential grants for $12,332.55. They also extended special exception grants, and 9 of them in the amount of $267,870. And then the Urban Enterprise Association gave 5 scholarships, totaling $5,000. And this association has blessed Connersville. And I think it's worth noting to the commissioners to let you know of, that this is going on. And I think there's a pending grant for the animal shelter right now that will be coming through the Urban Enterprise Association. In 2023, we also dispersed $243,750 in the last round of COVID relief funds to 25 businesses in the county. And the money came from the Office of Community and Rural Affairs, Oakbrook. And then one of the big highlights, of course, the work of retention, expansion, and attraction to all the businesses is an ongoing thing that I'm highly involved in. But and it's nice that the mayor is here to hear this, because he was highly involved in Nova Chemicals' new facility that is currently having the infrastructure installed and built. That work is going on right now.
and that announcement, I believe, was July the 18th. And that will bless the city and the county and surrounding counties into the future. So we're extremely happy about that as a huge group effort. And beyond that, I just want to wish the commissioners a happy new year and look forward to working with you in 2024. And I'll sit down unless you have some questions for me.
Joe?
Well, it's all good news. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for your support. Much appreciated.
I will make mention too that we did get the coroner's annual report, if you've had time to see that. He's not here today. If it's okay, I'll just report his stats, make these public. In the coroner's annual report that he submitted this week, the coroner investigated 81 cases for 2023. 49 were male, 32 were female. There were 11 accidental drug overdoses. There was one COVID-19 death in the county in 2023, or at least that the coroner was involved with, I'll put it that way, and 2 trauma cases. A total of 20 autopsies were called for out of the 81 cases, and the coroner's office is averaging 6.75 cases per month. And he has it broke down in monthly stats in this report. Anyone here from the newspaper reporting the news, immediately after the meeting, if you would like, I can copy you a copy of this on paper if you would like to have it. So I just wanted to mention that. He went to the trouble to give us the report. So he's, we've seen worse years and we've seen better years in that respect. Anyone have any questions about the coroner's report? Okay. Under new business, we have some annual board appointments to make. We've got a list here. We have an appointment to make to the Fayette County Health Board, the county's Board of Finance, Council on Aging, Cemetery Commission, Economic Development Board, the Alcoholic Beverage Board, County Extension Board, 4-H Council Board, 911 Advisory Board, this Local Elected Officials Alliance for Strategic Growth. I don't even know what that is. There's never been a meeting that I'm aware of. Community Corrections Advisory Board, Tax Abatement Advisory Committee, Public Defender Board, Tourism Board, and the Eastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission. And I've been on the phone all day today with some of these people. And where do you want to start on this list?
Whatever you got at the top, we'll just start now.
Okay, well, let's just start at the top of the list. Start with the Fayette County Health Board. Was able to get a hold of Barb Watkins this morning, and Barb Watkins is willing to stay on the health board if we choose. She's been there, I think, for at least 4 years,
I'll second
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve the reappointment of Barb Watkins to the Fayette County Health Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
that. Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay, Fayette County Board of Finance. That job goes along with being Commissioner President, does it, Jane? And that's pretty much an automatic thing there. Do they need to make it official by appointment?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. The Council on Aging and Aged. Yes, I am older than you
Just
two,
only the age, I think.
but I'm not older than you two put together.
Close though.
That's over at the senior center here. I've been serving over there since they're a federally funded operation. As far as transportation goes, they require, it's a requirement that a commissioner be on their board. I'm willing to stay if you want me to.
I'll make a motion for you to stay.
Second.
Okay. I have a motion by Tracy, second by Dale, to reappoint me to the Council of Aging and Aged. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oh. Cemetery Commission. In that list, Christy Vest is desirous to continue serving. Jay McAtee has resigned, as has Brian Dobb. So both those positions are empty. They're asking or recommending that we appoint Donna Schroeder there to fill the position now held by Brian Dobb, so that they can keep a quorum for their meetings, so they can do business. And they're going to continue to look for replacements by people that can actually go out in the cemeteries and do work. So the recommendation I get from Amanda Stevens is to replace Brian Dobb with Donna Schroeder, and that still leaves us with one vacant seat there.
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to appoint Donna Schroeder on the Cemetery Commission to replace, or to fill out the unfinished term of Brian Dobb. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 3 ayes. Now, the next one is where I serve on the EDG Board of Directors. And there again, I'm willing to stay if that's your pleasure.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to appoint Dale Strong to the Fayette County Economic Development Board for another one-year term. All in favor, signify by saying aye. 3 ayes. The Fayette County Alcoholic Beverage Board. Our appointee to that board has been Ed Harrell. I just heard from Ed just a little while ago. He's willing to continue to serve if that's our pleasure.
Yep, second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to reappoint Ed Harrell to the Fayette County Alcoholic Beverage Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The Fayette County Extension Board is currently held by Tracy Beaver.
Oh, I'll do it again. Yeah, sure.
You willing to stay?
Yes.
Okay,
So moved.
I'll second. Got a motion by Dale, second by Dale to appoint Tracy Beaver to the Fayette County Extension Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. The Fayette County 4-H Council, currently held by Tracy Beaver. You willing to stay?
Sure.
So,
I'll second. Have a motion by Dale, second by Dale to appoint Fayette County to the Fayette County 4-H Council, Tracy Beaver, for another term. All in favor, signify by saying aye. The Redevelopment Commission. I currently serve as an ex officio representative of this board to the Redevelopment Commission. It's not a voting position. I'm willing to keep doing that if that's your pleasure. They meet at 9 a.m. on Fridays. Once a month, right? Yeah.
so
Okay, motion by Dale, second by Tracy to reappoint Dale Strong to as the ex officio member of the Redevelopment Commission. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. The Fayette County E91 Advisory Board member, Dale Munson. Are you willing to stay?
yeah.
Okay. You wanna
I'll
make a
second
motion?
it, or make a motion.
We have a motion by Tracy, second by me, to approve the reappointment of Dale Munson to the 911 Advisory Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. This next one, Locally Elected Officials Alliance for Strategic Growth. We have made this appointment for several years. I don't even think that organization exists anymore. I'd recommend just striking that out. Not even,
Yeah. So, ghost, right?
it doesn't make any sense. I think it's something that used to exist, but it doesn't anymore.
Okay.
The Community Corrections Advisory Board, currently held by Tracy Beaver. Are you willing to stay?
Definitely.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by me, to reappoint Tracy Beaver to the Community Corrections Advisory Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. The Fayette County Tax Abatement Advisory Committee, currently held by Jane Downard. Are you willing to continue that duty?
Sure.
Okay,
Second.
we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to reappoint Jane Downard to the Fayette County Tax Abatement Advisory Committee. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. The Public Defender Board, currently held by Tracy Beaver. Are you willing to continue there?
Unless Dale wants it. Yes, I will.
Okay.
So moved.
We have a motion by Dale, second by me, to reappoint Tracy Beaver to the Public Defender Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. The Fayette County Tourism Board. Now there, I want to make sure we're right here. This is, did we discuss this? Did you and I have a discussion about this one prior to the meeting? Because there was,
Yes.
we're getting down to where we didn't have the records quite right. Something. Was it the tourism
Cemetery,
cemetery?
yeah, was the one we had to redo.
Okay. All right. On the tourism board,
I think I fixed that major.
according to our records, Donna Schroeder, his term is expiring, where she is willing to stay for another term. And her and Amanda Stevens. Amanda Stevens does not expire for another year.
Make a motion. Second. Tom
Okay.
Schroeder?
All right. We have a motion by Tracy, second by Dale, to reappoint Donna Schroeder to the Fayette County Tourism Board. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. The solid waste board includes all 3 of us. Is everybody willing to say? Okay, so we'll just reaffirm those. Now the Eastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission. Our current appointees are myself, Scott Bevington, Krista Gibson, Dan Parker, and Jim Spence. And I've confirmed this morning that all those members are willing to continue to serve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy, to reappoint to the Eastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission Dale Strong, Scott Bevington, Krista Gibson, Dan Parker, and Jim Spence. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, James. That finishes that list. There is the matter of these other appointments that Tracy, you was late getting here. We're kind of in a bit of confusion whether which month we want to do the department heads. Commissioners in the past had set a mid-year date for that. Our old minutes shows that we took care of some of them last December. So do you want to let those ride until mid-year, or you want to take care of any of them today, or?
I'd like to just table them all till, what they have, June was when it was last time? To the second meeting of June.
Okay. Now, in the case of, so all those department head appointees, some were done in mid-year, some were done like Wade Wallings there. We did him in December. They will continue to stay current until June. Is that the way you want to do it?
Is this something that we need to make note of? Is our handbook worded that way? Is that why there was this, used to be annually done in January?
I don't think it's in the
Okay.
handbook.
So we just, maybe we need to do something to communicate it with everyone that their appointment goes until June, probably. So there won't be any confusion on that.
Yeah, I can't remember what year that do you remember what year, Jane, it was that made that change? Frank was here at the time, I think.
I know in 2016, so my first year in office, they did it mid-year. That was Frank's last year and the last year that Zane Bedore was here. And then after that, somehow we got off, like they weren't done in June and they didn't get made at all for like a year and a half, and then they ended up doing them in January. They kind of got back on the January schedule because the mid-year had been skipped.
Well, it's easy for that to happen around here. So, write ourselves a reminder. Pick this up from department heads in June. Okay?
That means you're good for 6 more months, Wade.
He moved.
What was your motion again?
To table all department heads till the second meeting of June.
And I'll second that.
I have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to pick up with department head appointees in the second meeting of June. All in favor signify by saying aye. Okay. I think that's all we can do on appointments today. Unless you remember anything that we're forgetting. I'm looking at my notes here and I can't. I'm assuming that the department heads will include our county attorney. I don't want him to get nervous. If anything makes him nervous.
I don't get nervous.
Okay, I believe that. All right. Is there any patron concerns today? The mayor is visiting us today. Mayor, do you have anything you can report to us? Okay. All that leaves is claims and payroll then.
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
And we have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to approve claims and payroll. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. Just about to ask if we're forgetting anything, and I am. I wrote myself a note to remind everybody that we need to give some attention, probably at our next meeting, on the annual mowing contract for the cemeteries. So we need to have that taken care of and in place by our second meeting in March, because the mowing season starts officially on April 1st. So, Jane, do you recall, I think our last contract was a one-year contract, is that correct? Or was it an extension of it?
We changed it to say, parties agree the contract may be extended automatically for a second year at the discretion of both parties mutually agreeing.
Okay.
So if we agree and he agrees, then we can extend it.
He's done a really good job, I will say that.
We'll reach out to the current contract holder and see if continuing that contract is amenable to them. And if it is, then we'll need to make that official here pretty soon. so don't let me forget it.
Okay. I'm writing it down.
Okay. That grass is gonna be green before you know it. Okay. Anything else? We forgetting anything? All right.
Move to adjourn.
I'll say.
I have a motion by Dale, second by Tracy to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, we're adjourned. Thank you all very much.